close out a great afternoon for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight, a good one in the AFC East. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins.
Welcome to the field, your 2025 Miami Dolphins.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. Off we go from Hard Rock Stadium. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
I think in today's modern NFL, if you had the ability to create a quarterback and all the qualities that come along with it, Josh Allen's at or near the top of the list. And what I mean by that, Mike, is he's big, he's mobile, he can run to escape, but he can also run as a designed option. And then, of course, in the passing game, he can make every throw. He's smart. He elevates those around him. The last piece of the puzzle.
They come after him right away, and definitely goes on the first play of the game.
We can feel this crowd all the way up here in the press box, Mike. I mean, one play in, one sack later, and this crowd is rocking.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
To the air on third down, here's Allen. Gonna look deep, looking for more, and that is incomplete.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's third and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on fourth down. So I don't love third and short, bomb, punt. I do love third and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on fourth down.
The Miami offense set to go, led by 27-year-old Tua Tagovailoa. Greg, hard to believe, 6th season as the Dolphins quarterback.
This is an offense's dream. Mike, you can't get into the huddle on the field fast enough. I mean, not only the sudden change brings some energy to the sidelines, but then you take a look at where you're going to take your opening snap, and man, this close to the goal line, it feels like anything less than a touchdown. Man, that's a huge missed opportunity.
Man in motion here is Washington. They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
This one caught by Waller. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And this ball incomplete on third down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage,
Jason
it really takes a lot of the
Sanders
wind
on
out of your
field
sails as you
goal.
find yourself
32
jogging off
yard
the
attempt.
field and the punt team coming on.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will take a 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return, it's Brandon Codrington. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. This one not quite on target, and too much. That one falls incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Bills 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. In motion, it's Waddle. A play fake. Now 2 of the throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Miami.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Loose inside the 30. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
27 more yards.
A gain there of 27 yards.
First down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And he's into the end zone. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Miami.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins are out to a 10-0 lead.
Bills nothing.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, it's Laviska Shenault. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Bills offense make their way out to take over once more. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 1. To throw is Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Buffalo.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Allen now on second down. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
Josh Allen scrambles from the pocket. The tackle made by Jordan Brooks. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Buffalo.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15.
A gain of 14.
Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
A gain of 7.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Automatic first down.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. Hook. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Brings up second and
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
One more time with Cook. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
Allen going to throw here on third and goal. That one taken in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, we better tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, it certainly has, Mike, and I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the first quarter, and they cut into that lead. I got a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills are on the board. It's 10-7.
Bills 7.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, Malik Washington. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They had that field goal in the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. So 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. Two and out on first down. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. In motion, it's Waddle. Here's Tagovailoa. The second down throw is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. A shotgun snap to Tua. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Seriously? Not even a play?
So on fourth down, the Dolphins turn to Ryan Stonehouse to punt. Back deep for Buffalo is Brandon Codrington. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Bills offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. It's Cook to start this drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Third down, it's Allen. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a first and 10. They'll bring Waller in motion here. They'll start on the ground. It's A-Chan. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down and 8. So we are through one here on Thursday Night Primetime. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Tungo Bailoa. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Miami Dolphins.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
They'll bring Waller in motion here. Here's 2. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's good for a Dolphins.
16 yards. Pick up on that one. First down, Miami.
42-yard line.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Tua, give it to Achane. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. They get James Daniels that time. Off play action, it's Tua. Out to his right. He'll take off again.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Back to throw is Tua. Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 12 yards.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He's looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. On the return, it's Chenault. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Give it to Cook. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Once again, it's Cook. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground. But you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And the Bills' 1st down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind them, and that's the landmark of the screenplay.
Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. It's a great example of just the range that this linebacker has to be able to not only react quick enough to realize that running back was a threat to the flat, but to be able to have the speed to get there and bring him down for no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Allen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Allen on third down, and he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First down, Bills.
Come on, guys, what are you doing? Really?
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. It is 2nd and 9. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. To the air is Allen. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
On 4th down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Bills will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. Washington now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now.
Let's get some yards, man. Let's make some good calls.
They're going to run it. That's the man from OK State, Ollie Gordon. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll bring Waller in motion here. Tua now on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. Inside the 20. Malik Washington zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Sanders here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Jason Sanders.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Now Codrington to return. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Bills' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. For Cook, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Allen. To the middle of the field, caught by Shakir. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Here's Allen to throw. A quick slant, looked in by Moore. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the Dolphins' 28-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. Allen gonna throw. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looks like he might have gotten there early. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
2nd and 5. To throw again. Working his way out left. He keeps it himself. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. From the gun, throw here for Allen. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, And now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to...
It is brought in the end zone. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Here's pass now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bills are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
Bills 17.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Washington now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Dolphins take over.
The Dolphins offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Throwing is Tua. To the outside, he's got Waddle. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
38-yard line.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. From the gun, here's Tua. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter.
Brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. A shotgun snap for Tua. A quick slant into the hands of Waddle. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Hill brought in motion. Tua going to throw here on 3rd and 1. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. the sideline to the 40. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 17.
They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number two kicks off. Washington now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Here's Tagovailoa. Now a screen set up for Achane. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Whoa! And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bills offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Play action. It's Allen. Toward the middle. That's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one, a gain of 18.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
To throw again, it's Allen. Left side, that open man is nuts. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing again, it's Allen. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Bills bringing on their punting unit, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense. Automatic 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Moore going in motion. To the air, on 3rd down, here's Allen. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
And the Bills' 1st down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
One more time going up top with Allen. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he's going to be dropped after a pick.
5 yards on the play. And it's
Third down, they need 5. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. To the goal line and in. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Bills. Pass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills have taken a 4-point advantage.
Bills 24, Dolphins 20.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Washington now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Hill brought in motion. Well run with Achane. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
He's brought down by Shaq.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Here's Tagovailoa. He gets that to Brown. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
So we see this more and more often in today's NFL, Mike, where on third down, the ball is actually thrown short of the chains. And there's really 2 reasons. 1, teams are a lot more willing to use fourth down. And 2, they have a lot of confidence in these receivers and tight ends and backs to run after the catch.
The Bills' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So Can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On third down, it's Allen. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of
Big-time play there for Buffalo. 53 yards.
This is one of those plays, Mike, where just everything aligns. It's the right play call, the right target, an accurate ball, and then a lot of room to run after the catch. So if they can continue these matchups and these holes in the secondary with this quarterback and this playmaker group, man, this is a tough offense to slow down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Play action now, and here's Allen. This one complete to Palmer. He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Come on, guys, what are you doing?
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. To the air. On second down, here's Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Allen. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting.
Not the best of snaps, and this one is blocked.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a first down.
The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Bootleg, here's Tua. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. 5 times a Pro Bowler, that's Joey Bosa. Getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap to Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. The Bills' offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. Going to make the read and hold on here. He'll take this forward for about 5.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
5. So we are through 3. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Ball 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's a run to begin the 4th quarter. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd down, here's Davis. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
The Bills bringing on the punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. The Dolphins offense ready for this next possession. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Gun with A-Chan. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Play action. Tagovailoa. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. They'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 21
That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2nd and 10. Bears defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. That's Greg Russo in there for the sack.
Like, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
So here comes Jason Sanders in a big spot. This to get back within a field goal. And this is blocked.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4. Josh Allen on the bootleg. Looking for his tight end there, but a little too far. That's an incompletion.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Allen on 3rd down. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
This is just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
On the handoff, this is H.A. Oh, and he is depleted on that one. Picked up, thrown down behind the line of scrimmage.
And if you're wondering why this offense currently finds themselves trailing, it's really been their ground game, or lack thereof, as the biggest reason. They've been completely one-dimensional, and they, at this point, would probably be better off just abandoning the run game altogether.
Now it's Tua. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. Now a screen set up for Achane. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up first and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Big Ed Oliver. He gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8.
And this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever, you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
So push back to the 11-yard line for second and goal. From the gun, here's Tua. A throw on the move is caught. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3, and that's going to set up third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Throwing is Tua. On the move left. And he'll take this one in. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown Miami. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and the Dolphins go up by 3. It's 27-24.
Dolphins 27, Bills 24. Jason Sanders.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Now Cotrington to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Allen now on 2nd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Zach Sealer getting in there to bring him down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
On fourth down, out comes the punter. They forced a punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. On the return, here's Washington. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Dolphins offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. This one caught by Waller. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Joey Bosa. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
It is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bills offense headed back to take over once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Allen will give this to Davis. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
This crowd trying to be a factor, getting very loud now. It's 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. He'll try to run for it. Can't be the right quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Bills' 1st down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Dolphins come up with the turnover.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're ready or up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind, and let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory, and after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
The Dolphins offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out, but 1 first down will essentially end the game. Here's a give to Achane. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
At the 44-yard line.
Second and 7. Back to throw is Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is caught. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. Now at Buffalo, they're second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
At the 2-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The Bills going to use their final timeout here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. So thins up. It's a win for the Dolphins. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.